and you're finding farm fires once again choking the national capital, raising pollution levels. Is there an end to it or not? All that and much more in a moment. But first, as always, it's time for the 9 headlines at 9. Cyclone Dana set to make landfall. Odisha and Bengal brace for a severe cyclonic storm. Thousands evacuated. NDRF and IF are pressed into action. Maharashtra alliances scramble to finalize a seat-sharing pact. Eknath Shinde bargains hard against the BJP for Thane, Kalyan areas. Aghadi allies lock horns over 23 seats. Still no indication on who will get how many seats in the end. SEBI chief Madhavi Puri Butch skips the parliamentary PAC panel summons. BJP MPs protest against it. Opposition claims that the SEBI chief is being shielded by the Modi government. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra's assets declaration triggers controversy. The BJP claims Priyanka and Robert Vadra owe over 80 crore rupees in tax dues. No end to bomb threats. Over 90 flights get hoax threats in a day's span. Sources say after Twitter, the centre has now directed Meta to offer data on hoax messages. Recalled Canada envoy Sanjay Verma speaks for the first time since his return. Says Khalistani extremists are being protected by the Trudeau government. Claims Canada backstabbed India. New Chief Justice of India appointed. Justice Sanjeev Khanna, the senior-most Supreme Court judge, will take over the reins from CJI D.Y. Chandrachud next month. Terror ambush in Jammu and Kashmir. Army convoy attacked in Baramulla. 1 civilian porter killed, 4 army jawans injured. Washington Sundar registers career best figures in Test cricket. Picks up 7 wickets for 59 versus New Zealand as the visitors are bundled out for 259. India 15 for 1. Rohit Sharma out for a duck.
That's the top of off stump. That is a dream delivery. Rachin Ravindra will feel as if he didn't do a hit.
But the story we are breaking at this moment is coming from Cyclone Dana that is set to make a landfall later tonight along the east coast of the country. It's nearing the Odisha coast as we speak. Odisha flight operations have been temporarily suspended. Kolkata too is monitoring the situation closely. Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee is reportedly monitoring the situation from the secretariat there. An evacuation is underway. NDRF teams have been deployed along the east coast, both in Odisha and in West Bengal. So the big news coming in at the moment is that heavy rains already in parts of Bengal and Odisha, as both Odisha and Bengal are gearing up possibly for the cyclone effect on when it hits landfall. Let's go straight across first to Anupam Mishra. He's joining me from Dhamra in Odisha. Anupam, you're there at where the landfall is likely to take place. Is this going to happen post-midnight? Have the wind speeds lessened in any way?
Yeah, well, first of all, let me tell you that it's raining heavily at present at Dhamra Port and at Bhitarkanika, and these are the places where the landfall will take place. And wind speed has not picked up as yet, and the wind speed which we were experiencing in the morning was extremely strong. But right now, it is a lull before the storm that we can say. Wind speed is not as strong as we have seen, but it'll pick up, and according to the Met Department, the wind speed can go up to 120 km per hour gusting when the landfall process will start, and it will go on for several hours till the morning of 25th of October. So every team like NDRF, Coast Guard, State Disaster Management, police have been placed at strategic points, especially near coastal areas like Dhamra Port, Bhitarkanika and Paradeep and Balasore. So these are the places where this cyclone can impact much more, and that is why the teams have already been on alert and are ready.
Okay, let's go then from Odisha to Indrajit Kundu, who's joining us from Digha in West Bengal. Already we are hearing of heavy rains in Midnapur and parts of West Bengal. Give us an update. What measures have been taken? We are told that flights to and fro from Kolkata could also be suspended.
Well, that's right. Even though Odisha is going to face the major brunt of this cyclone, West Bengal will have an impact, but not as much as Odisha. We are here in Digha, of course, all through the day. It's been overcast. They have been very windy, and it's been raining on and off. Suddenly, the raining has stopped, but within a few minutes' time, it won't take much time for things to change. There were gutsy winds just a short while back, accompanied by heavy rains, and that is the concern. All through the night, there is going to be heavy rain all across, districts in South Bengal, and especially in East Midnapur district, which is a coastal region. And that's why Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee will be staying back at the State Secretariat all through the night. There is a monitoring room that has been created, and continuous reports are being generated from these coastal districts as well as districts like South and North 24 Parganas. The Kolkata airport operations remain suspended. They were suspended at 6 o'clock in the evening, and they will remain shut till 9 a.m. in the morning tomorrow. And there are some restrictions in local train services by the Eastern Railway in the suburban areas of Kolkata. Kolkata will also get a lot of rain tonight, and therefore the Kolkata Municipal Corporation has also been alerted, because remember what had happened during Amphan. There were a lot of trees that had fallen, roads were blocked, and there were waterlogging. This time, of course, the administration claims that they are completely prepared. 1.5 lakh people have been removed and evacuated from the coastal areas, is what the government claims here in West Bengal. Now, all eyes on tonight, once the landfall takes place in Odisha, and perhaps tomorrow morning, there will be fresh stock that will be taken as to what is the situation on the ground in the aftermath of the cyclone.
Joining me now, as I said, Indrajit Kundu there reporting from Digha, and Anupam Mishra reporting from Dhamra and Odisha. Thanks very much for those updates. We'll keep tracking the story of the cyclone as it makes a landfall later tonight. Let's turn from there to the political cyclone.
Presented by Parul University, Vadodara, Gujarat.
Co-presented by
आपका जॉय भारत का जॉय जॉय ई-बाइक.
Okay, let's turn to the big political story where the Maha Aghadi seat deal stalemate continues, as does the stalemate now also in the Maha Yuti. That's right, as the battle for Maharashtra, the biggest state election of 2024, is reaching a stage where it is a Maha mess. Both the major coalition partners are yet to resolve the deadlock on several seats, particularly in the case of the Maha Aghadi in Vidarbha and in the case of the Maha Yuti in Mumbai. The jostling has now even reached Delhi, with Amit Shah, the Home Minister, holding a meeting that lasted several hours here in Delhi, even as a meeting is carrying on at Matoshri, the residence of Uddhav Thackeray. It appears that both the Shiv Senas, the one of Eknath Shinde and Uddhav Thackeray in particular, are becoming a major roadblock. What really is this Maha mess, and how will it be resolved in the big battle for 2024? Take a look at this report.
The battle lines are drawn in Maharashtra, but the warring alliances Maha Yuti and Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi are yet to announce their full lineup of candidates for the assembly polls next month. If the Shiv Sena, headed by Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, is driving a hard bargain with the BJP, on the other side of the divide, the Shiv Sena UBT is making things tough for the Congress.
देखो सेंचुरी के नजदीक हम आए, अब 2-4 सिक्सर मार देंगे, सेंचुरी हो जाएगी ना. 85 तक पहुंच गए ना, और अभी तक खेल रुका नहीं है, मैच खत्म नहीं हुए, और एक दिन है मैच. तो जो बचे हुए रन्स है वो निकाल देंगे हम.
While Sena UBT, Congress and Sharad Pawar's NCP have got 85 seats each, the big Aghadi fight is over 23 seats, mainly in Mumbai and Vidarbha. 10 more seats are likely to be reserved for smaller allies.
हमारे को सरकार लाना हमारा दायित्व है और फिर उसके बाद हमारे हाईकमांड उसमें डिसीजन लेंगे.
Amid the raging seat fight, Uddhav's Aditya Thackeray filed nomination from Worli seat.
चैलेंज हमारे राज्य में बेरोजगारी का है, वो हमें दूर करना है.
लेकिन किस तरह से अब महायुति अगर यहाँ पर कोई देती है उम्मीदवार, तो किस तरह से लड़ाई होगी आपको लगता है? क्या पहले से और टफ होगी या और इजी होगी?
मुझे लगता है महाराष्ट्र, आप देख रहे हो महाराष्ट्र के ऊपर जो सरकार बिठाई है, एक इलीगल सरकार है, उसे दूर करना है. सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज वही है.
आमचं 2.25 वर्षाचं काम हाच आमचा चेहरा आहे.
Meanwhile, the ruling Mahayuti is holding multiple hurdles over seat sharing. Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar met Home Minister Amit Shah. Shinde's Shiv Sena has objected to 4 candidates announced by BJP in Thane district, which happens to be the Chief Minister's stronghold. With less than a month to go before Maharashtra votes, the main alliances are rushing up to wrap up seat deals to avoid friendly fights. With Ritik Bhalekar in Mumbai and Piyush Mishra in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Maharashtra seat talks a complete Maha mess now. Are the BJP and the Congress facing pressure from their allies? Shinde and Uddhav Thackeray, why are they playing hardball? Is pure opportunism and power politics, kaun banega Mukhyamantri, dictating the Maha political game? Just some of the questions we'll raise tonight. And I'm joined for my face-off at the start of the show by Susi Ben Shah. She's the Shiv Sena spokesperson. That's the party headed by Eknath Shinde, the Chief Minister. Supriya Srinath is of the Congress party, the spokesperson of the Congress. And Sahil Joshi is joining me also at the moment, our Mumbai Bureau Chief. First to you, Susi Ben Shah. Let's get this very clear. It's now nomination time. And where is the Chief Minister of Maharashtra? He is in Delhi at Amit Shah's office, thrashing out alliances here in Delhi. Similarly, Uddhav Thackeray and team are thrashing out alliances in Matoshri. The truth of the matter is both the Senas seem to be holding almost the Congress and the BJP to hostage. Is that a right take or not?
Good evening to all, and I must say this: the Shiv Sena is one of the largest regional party and the strongest regional party in India. We are not running away from the fact that we are negotiating hard with our Mahayuti partners, but it is behind closed doors. We are not in a public space. We are not taking public press conferences one against the other. That's not happening. We have every right as a Shiv Sena, as the most popular CM, Eknath Shinde, 35% is the popularity rate. And you yourself have called him the common man. He's earned the nickname of common man. There is also no shadow of doubt, and very clarified by Mr. Fadnavis, that we are going in this battle with Eknath Shinde as our CM. So therefore, let us understand this, that we are together. Yes, we are
No, BJP, ma'am, let me correct you. BJP has not said that Eknath Shinde will be the Chief Minister of Maharashtra if the Mahayuti wins. They have not said that. Please be clear.
They have not said otherwise
and that seems to be one of the battles within a battle. The fact is the BJP, in fact, Amit Shah was quoted by a Marathi newspaper saying, "Humne bahut tyag kiya hai. We have sacrificed a lot to make you Chief Minister." Please keep that in mind. Are you telling me that the Mahayuti, if it wins, Eknath Shinde will be the Chief Minister come what may? Is that what you're saying?
Mr. Sardesai, BJP has also not said otherwise. When there was a press conference giving a report card, the very next day when the election was announced, Mr. Devendra Fadnavis categorically said that we are going in this election and the CM is sitting next to me. So therefore, as far as we are concerned, We are going ahead with the battle. We are going towards Viksit Maharashtra. All of us are aligned and firmly on the saddle.
Okay.
There is no dispute. You see, no, let me complete. One more second. They have distributed 85. When the press conference was on, look at the grim faces. I mean, I was surprised and shocked. No one has still told which seat who was contesting. The very evening, to spite the Congress party, to mock the Congress party, the UBT came up with a declaration of 12 seats. And then what happened? Lo and behold, technical error. The Peasant Party of India raised objection. The Congress raised objection. SP, supposedly Samajwadi Party, a close alliance of Indi Gathbandhan, have announced their candidates, be it Dhule, be it Malegaon, where Congress is claiming the seat. So therefore, there is a tremendous bigadi under the agadi. Everyone is well within their rights to ensure that they get maximum seats. Their symbol gets maximum exposure. But there cannot be a public spat.
Ma'am, you asked for 1 second. Ma'am, you asked for 1 second. You've gone on for 2 minutes. Now allow the other.
I'm obliged, Mr. Sardesai.
Yeah, well, this is, you are a lawyer. I'm not a judge. But Supriya Shinde.
Correct.
1 minute.
Can I just ask one question?
No, well, let Supriya Shinde respond and I'll come to you, Sahil. Supriya Shinde, you're hearing from first the Shiv Sena Shinde group, which is making it clear they are not going public, at least with their differences. Whatever is happening behind closed doors. Today it was at Amit Shah's house. Your party, the moment the differences, you had Sanjay Raut walking out of a meeting with the Congress saying that he would not accept your Congress chief Nana Patole being part of the negotiations. Your disputes are taking place in public. At least theirs are taking place behind closed doors.
So I hope I will have an uninterrupted run, just like the previous speaker did. Let me give you a point-wise rebuttal. Public spats, is that really what the Shinde Sena is saying about BJP and NCP? Let me give you a few instances. Tanaji Sawant, a member of the Shinde Sena, says, मुझे अजीत पवार को और NCP को देखकर दम घुटता है, उल्टी आती है. This is something that he said on record. I am not manufacturing this. I wonder what's public. Gulab Rao Patil, an MLA of the Shinde Sena, called Ajit Pawar's finance ministry Nalayak. The BJP very recently did a protest against Ajit Pawar because of a statement that he had made. In the India Today conclave, the Mumbai leg that I attended, I was a speaker in one of the sessions that you were a part of. I remember Mr. Fadnavis categorically stating that our loss in Lok Sabha was due to the fact that NCP Ajit Pawar faction could not transfer its votes. I remember Ajit Pawar saying very categorically, each time I want to be the chief minister, I end up being deputy chief minister. If these are not public spats, please listen to the RSS. The weekly newspaper of the RSS affiliated with it, Vivek, very categorically says that the BJP cadre and BJP leaders and BJP people do not like its association with Ajit Pawar's NCP. That's how ugly their spat is. Those are the first few points I want to make. The next few points that I want to make. The reality is that Ajit Pawar, Devendra Fadnavis, the two deputy chief ministers, and the sitting chief minister of Maharashtra, Eknath Shinde, have had to come to Delhi, had been summoned by Amit Shah. And he's not the party president, he's not the prime minister, he summons them, dictates terms to them. This is what they have done. This is what they have done to the pride of Maharashtra. This is what they have done to the pride of one state. This is what they have done to the Maha Jhuti, Maha Yuti, whatever they want to call themselves.
Ma'am,
you
didn't answer. Ma'am, Supriya Shinde, I allowed you the uninterrupted time.
What business?
Ma'am, you did not answer my question. It's one thing for you to hark back to statements made by, let's say, one leader of the Maha Yuti against the other. But look at what happened, as I said just a few days ago with your alliance. The Shiv Sena Sanjay Raut walked out, saying he didn't want to be part of the negotiations with the Congress. My limited point is, what is the impression going out? The impression going out is that your alliance can't get its act together. Yesterday, you all announced 85 seats to all three. There are 288 seats in Maharashtra, which leaves another 33 still up for grabs. And we've got nominations that have already begun. When are you going to get your act together?
Rajdeep, your voice is breaking. If you can have this fixed, but I will answer that question for you. It's a very clear question. The answer lies in your question itself. 85 each makes it 255. We have already said what are we going to do with 255 of the 288 seats. Only the fate of 33 odd seats is left. Whereas the Maha Yuti Alliance has announced 182 out of 288, which leaves 106 yet to be decided. And with names, I want to just do a roll call with a few seats. They haven't been able to decide who's going to contest Shivaji Nagar. Amit Shah is dictating terms to NCP saying Nawab Malik will not contest. Will Nawab Malik's daughter Sana Malik will be given ticket? Amit Shah will decide that, not the NCP in Amravati. Then Morshi, Ajit Pawar wants to contest, they don't want to give the seat. Andheri East, Shiv Sena wants to contest, BJP doesn't want to give the seat. Chembur, Shiv Sena wants to contest, BJP doesn't want to give the seat. Dindoshi, Shiv Sena wants to contest, BJP doesn't want to give the seat. The reality is 106 seats have to still be decided between them.
Okay.
Only 33 for us. And it's quite as simple as that.
Okay, even as you speak, we are getting breaking news, and Sahil Joshi, I want you to respond to that. The breaking news we are getting is that the Congress has finally announced its first list for Maharashtra. So the Congress has announced a list of 45 names. It's the first list. So you have an interesting situation. Lists are being announced by each party, even as there is no final agreement on who will fight how many seats. This is the confusion, the Maha mess, as I keep calling it at the moment. Sahil Joshi, your first response to when you have seen this Congress list.
We've announced 48.
That's right, you've announced 48 names, ma'am.
48.
Sahil Joshi, what is your first response? Are you getting a sense that each of these allies are trying to first ensure that their core seats are announced and then they will battle for the tricky seats? Is that the sense you get, Sahil Joshi?
Yeah, of course, because I was just going through the list of 48 candidates at this point of time, and I could see that most of the MLAs have been repeated, and obviously the Congress has taken, just like the BJP and any other party, the Congress has also taken care of, they have announced only those candidates where they are completely sure that there will not be any kind of a rebellion, because they cannot find any other candidate than this. The way we saw in the BJP list, out of 99, 80 MLAs were repeated by the BJP. So even they were going quite safe. Similarly, in the Congress's list, we are seeing the same kind of a trend. In most of the seats, including that of Shiv Sena UBT, they were jittery about one particular seat where they had a sitting MLA, and there was a challenger as well, but Uddhav Thackeray decided to go ahead with the sitting MLA, because this is the election where nobody wants to take a risk. NCP Ajit Pawar's list came day before yesterday. Came yesterday. 38 candidates he declared. All the MLAs he had were repeated by him. Exactly the same with Shiv Sena, Eknath Shinde-led Shiv Sena. 45 candidates were declared, and everybody, either somebody's son or the sitting MLA has been repeated. So nobody is taking a risk at this point of time, and that is one of the reasons why.
It's interesting you use the word that lots of sons and daughters are in the race. The one thing I see about Maharashtra, forget about all this talk of Parivarvad. Every party in Maharashtra has Parivarvad, to the point where families are divided. Look at Baramati. Now we are told in Baramati that Ajit Pawar will be fighting against his nephew. So you've got Yugendra Pawar, who is the son of Ajit Pawar's brother, who will take on his uncle. And this is happening in several parts of the state. I repeat, Maharashtra appears to be a Maha mess. And that really is a defining character. It's a state which is split wide open in different ways. And each party, remember there are 6 parties across 2 alliances that are trying to grab as many seats as possible in the hope that they will be party number 1. So, Susiben Shah, Eknath Shinde apparently is saying Thane Kalyan is my area. I just want to put this graphic. His pressure on the BJP. He says that Kalyan East BJP has fielded Sulbha Gaikwad, wife of the MLA Ganpat Gaikwad. Ganpat Gaikwad is in jail for firing at a Shiv Sena leader. Thane, the BJP has fielded Sanjay Kelkar. Kelkar sought probe into work done by the Thane municipal body, which is run by Shinde's supporters. In Airoli, the BJP candidate Ganesh Naik's son has defected to the NCP Sharad Pawar and the Shiv Sena wants this seat. In Murbad, the BJP fielded the sitting MLA Kisan Shankar Kathor. The Shinde wants these seats. Now, I want to understand, is Eknath Shinde basically saying, I am the face of this alliance, I should get more seats? The BJP already has said that we will take more than 150 seats. Are you putting the BJP under pressure and saying, look, we have the chief minister, give us more seats?
Now, I'll tell you this, it cannot be denied that the Thana is the bastion of our Pramukh Neta, Shri Eknath Shinde. It just cannot be denied. Over the years, Shiv Sena has a stamp of approval from all the people of Thanekar. So that cannot be denied. Now, I would not like to open this, but every spokesperson, whether it be English, Hindi, Marathi debate, like a broken record, they come up with the same thing about NCP calling names to each other, so on and so forth. Let me just remind them that it was Bala Saheb Thackeray who called NCPs a bunch of scoundrels, called the Congress workers bunch of inacts, and the Congress workers are doing mujra at Sonia Gandhi. Now, just because this is a rebut to what my friend Supriya said. Now, coming back to the Mahayuti and Maharashtra elections. You see, let us understand this. Just 26 seats apart, maybe 26 or 27. But now, in the last 2.5-3 months, we've galloped, we've understood our mistakes, and we have taken strong measures, being on the ground, listening to the voice of the people, and you will see that when the elections are fought, we will emerge as the Mahayuti. The highest number of seats will be won by us.
Okay.
Yes. Today, we have the Chief Minister in Eknath Shinde. He's the most popular person. He's the most popular and acceptable face in the Mahayuti. And therefore, we are asking a lion's share of the seat.
Okay. Sahil Joshi, there seem to be two battles taking place. One is Uddhav Thackeray wanting a large chunk of seats because he wants to assert himself and become Chief Minister. And there is a belief that Eknath Shinde is doing the same with the BJP because he wants to be Chief Minister. Is there a battle within a battle? Sena versus Sena, kaun banega Chief Minister is a battle within a battle, and neither side wants to concede either to the BJP or the Congress in Maharashtra.
Well, that is completely true because, you know, it's not only who wants to be the chief minister, but it is also the battle of survival because, you know, Maharashtra is a very interesting state where the BJP, despite its all efforts, couldn't cross the line of 30% vote share. And the biggest reason behind that was because the BJP has always been in alliance with the another Hindutwadi party, that is Shiv Sena. And that vote share actually commands the situation where it works like a buffer between the BJP and the Congress. And that's how the politics has always maneuvered. And now what has happened is that because there is a split in the Shiv Sena, you know, the BJP wants to eat into that pie so that, you know, they can progress, whereas the Congress now, you know, thinks that, you know, this is an opportunity where you know, they can also grow the way they saw the opportunity in Lok Sabha, where they emerged as a #1 party in Maharashtra in the Lok Sabha elections. So that is the reason why both the national parties are trying to look at improving their performance than what they had done in 2019. On the other hand, the split parts of the Shiv Sena are looking at the survival, because if they survive, then they are going to see the next election. Whoever survives the Maharashtra assembly elections with the power in their hand, along with their alliance partners, will survive for the next election. That is why this is actually
about survival. We are only showing Shinde pressure on BJP. Let's turn now to the pressure that is coming on the Aghadi as well. The Aghadi allies, remember, as we've said, have got 85 seats each. There are 288 seats in Maharashtra. There's a deadlock at least over 23 seats because there are about 10 friendly parties which will also get seats, or 10 seats given to friendly parties. There are about 15 Mumbai and Vidarbha seats which are still up for grabs. 3 of them in Mumbai, 12 in Vidarbha. The Sena UBT versus Congress battle is raging over these seats, and the Aghadi may leave 10 seats for the smaller allies. Would you concede, Supriya Shrinate, that after your defeat in Haryana, the Congress is vulnerable to these pressures? The Congress now cannot dictate terms either to Sharad Pawar or to Uddhav Thackeray.
Actually, far from it, Rajdeep. I do believe that we are a mature party. I do believe that we are a party that is the fulcrum of the India alliance, and there will be places where we will have to have a large heart, and we are going to take that leap of faith with our alliance partners. I think the truth can't be farthest from what you just said, but I do want to make a point to a statement that is often used by the spokesperson who just spoke before me. Sorry, I forget her name. I think Susi Benji.
Yes, Susi Ben Shah.
Broken record. That seems to be your favorite phrase, ma'am. But the reality, yes, with all due respect to her, that seems to be your favorite phrase, ma'am. But the problem with you is you don't realize that you are in alliance with these people. जिसको देखकर उल्टी आ रही है, उसके साथ आप सरकार चला रही हैं. ये difference है. बाला साहब ठाकरे जी ने जब हमसे ये कहा था, तो हमारे खिलाफ थे. You know, you being an educated woman, I'm now told on the show,
ma'am,
you're making a very flawed, false argument, and I'm going to keep puncturing holes into it. But I just want to say one thing here, Rajdeep. We can keep talking about tickets ad nauseum. We can keep talking about lists ad nauseum. Nobody is talking about the fact that Amit Shah, who comes from Gujarat, presided over the stealing and the loot of projects from Maharashtra to Gujarat. Whether it was Foxconn Vedanta, whether it was Tata Airbus, whether it was the bulk drug park, whether it was the medical device. You know, 9.7 lakh crore worth of investments were stolen from Maharashtra by Gujarat. The same Amit Shah is now sitting and dictating terms to them. Don't you have some shame? Don't you have some pride? At least for the state of Maharashtra, show some spine.
No, 1 minute. Are you telling me? No, 1 minute. Supriya Srinath, are you questioning? No, 1 minute, Sushi Ben Shah. Let me ask the questions. Supriya Srinath, are you saying that Amit Shah cannot hold negotiations? He's the BJP's home minister. He's someone who's been seen as the election strategist. He does it for every state. Is he not entitled simply because he's from Gujarat? He can't discuss Maharashtra?
I am not for a minute saying Amit Shah can't do what he is doing. He can do that because he's trampling over the pride of Marathis, of the Maharashtrian people, of the state of Maharashtra. That's what he is doing. There is a BJP president. Where is he? When we have discussions, we have a president amidst them. Where is Mr. Nadda? Why is Amit Shah presiding over these meetings? Why is he dictating terms to Ajit Pawar and to Eknath Shinde? Who will they field? Is it not true that in Worli they are pushing for Shaina NC to join the Shinde Sena so that their candidate can go? Is it not true that seat after seat they are pressurizing their alliance partners to field their own candidates? Am I wrong with this information? Is it not true that even in Thane and in a place like Kudal, they are asking Nilesh Rane to join the Shiv Sena because they want him to be fielded and Shiv Sena has no choice? That's the reality. I'm only asking a question, and I'm saying that almost 7 lakh jobs were stolen, almost 10 lakh crore worth of investment was stolen. Who's going to talk about all of that today?
You know, whether there's... Ma'am, just a minute. Ma'am, now you
what
must...
you've done to them at the ballot
Ma'am,
box.
you know, this is what happens when we have... usually now on News Today, we sometimes don't get spokesperson because it ends in a battle. But the fact is, using the word stolen, maybe a bit of an exaggeration, but
no,
we take...
wrong or right is none of
Sushi Ben Shah, ma'am, just...
Is it an exaggeration, Rajdeep?
Ma'am, that some
is it
would...
an exaggeration?
No, using the word...
not taken away?
Okay, they're taken away. Okay, taken away, we'll say. It's gone to Gujarat. But Sushi Ben Shah, I want to ask you one question in conclusion.
Stolen from under the nose of Maharashtra.
Okay.
Stolen from under the nose of Maharashtra.
Sushi Ben Shah, answer my question. Is it not true? Just a minute, ma'am, now. Sushi Ben Shah, is it not true that the BJP is trying to dictate terms to Eknath Shinde? He's trying to resist it. The truth of the matter is this has become a battle, some are saying, between Amit Shah and Sharad Pawar. They are the two real khiladis. Everyone else are the pawns in this game.
Whether khiladi or not, whether we go to BJP or not, whether BJP dictate or not, it is none of the business of the Congress party. They better get their own house in order. Now, as far as the BJP is concerned, we are in discussion with them. Yes, we are pressing for Thana. We are pressing for our candidates. But we will ensure that the person who with the maximum winnability gets the seat. And I don't see why. And the Congress should have a problem in that. For a minute, if Amit Shah ji suggests a candidate, what is wrong? I don't seem to understand. The problem in Aghadi is they don't have candidates in most of the seats. They just have sitting MLAs for approximately 70 seats.
Ma'am, that is
the
a
reason
problem
they are
I
not
gather.
declaring.
Okay,
Let
that
us
is a problem
understand,
I
they have
gather
no
on both
candidates.
sides. Let me therefore
They have
end
no
with Sahil.
candidates.
Ma'am,
You are
let
the
me end with Sahil
candidates.
Joshi. Sahil
We
Joshi,
already have
while
210.
Sahil Joshi is quickly giving us all the breaking news update. Just a minute, ma'am, now. Sahil Joshi, am I right to say Maharashtra is a Maha mess? That both these parties are struggling at the moment simply because they have broken apart in the last 5 years. They don't have candidates. They want to grab as much of power as possible or as many seats as possible. It is a Maha mess.
Well, absolutely, because the political situation in Maharashtra has completely turned topsy-turvy in last 5 years. Somebody's having alliance with somebody else. The alliance are breaking. The parties are broken. The symbols are taken. Party name and identity has been taken by somebody else, and because of that, even the workers are very confused at exactly with whom they are going to fight this election for, and that is the reason why it is fine. And for the first time in Maharashtra, it's very interesting. In 2014, all the parties contested elections separately, and now after 10 years, there are 6 parties, and they have come together to form 2 alliances, 3 on one side and 3 on other side. So for the first time, in Maharashtra, the 3 parties are coming together to distribute 288 seats. This had never happened before, and all the parties are of almost same importance, and that is the reason why they cannot win the election without each other's support, and that's why this mess is happening. And in that itself, there is a fight for survival, there is a fight for chief ministership, there is a fight for one-upmanship. So all coming together, all this mess we are seeing at this point of time. Rajdeep.
Okay, as I say, I keep calling it my state of Maharashtra has become a bit of a Maha mess. We haven't seen the last round in this battle. As I said, Congress has just announced its list. We expect more lists to be announced over the next 48 hours, and whoever doesn't get a ticket is likely to become an independent or a rebel. It is a true Maha mess. Let's take a break at this point. When we return, we're turning to our other big story tonight. The national capital continues to choke due to stubble burning in Haryana and Punjab. It's an annual problem which gets worse every year. Is there no solution? We'll ask the experts on the other side. You're watching the news today. News without the noise.
जाओगी कैसे?
हेलो, मैं आ रहा हूँ। भगा कर ले जाऊंगा। सिक्योरिटी! भाग गए, पकड़ो उनको! हेलो! बोला था ना, भगा कर ले जाऊंगा।
एक हिंट तो देते?
हिंट?
बड़े आराम से।
By Cola makes you wish everything was as vibrant.
हो जा रंगीला रे with Motorola's incredible range of smartphones.
Hello, Moto.
Pure Wash Electronic Seat by Kohler. Wish everything was this intelligent.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra comes with Google Gemini.
एक दोस्त है जिससे बात किए बिना हम रह नहीं सकते। बातें घंटों की हों या कुछ सेकंड्स की। ये दोस्त हमेशा हमारी बात सुनता है, क्योंकि हमारा सबसे अच्छा दोस्त भगवान ही तो है। मंगलदीप, दिल से करो बात भगवान के साथ।
Sveda by Kohler. Wish everything cared for your skin.
Welcome back. Let's turn to our other big story. There's been a rise once again in farm fires in Punjab and Haryana over the last 1 week. While there has been a drop in the number of fire incidents this year, year on year, the fires are still enough to choke North India during the month of late October and November. Our team of reporters tried to find out why farmers in Haryana and Punjab continue to resort to stubble burning despite court orders. Here is a special report.
Data shows that there has been a decline in farm fires in both Punjab and Haryana since 2021. From a whopping 4,327 incidents of farm fires in Punjab in 2021, it has come down to 1,510 in 2024. This decreasing number has been a consistent annual matter. Yet the farms continue to burn stubble and cause hazardous air pollution. Travelling to Jind in Haryana, India Today tried to spot cases of farm fires. Late in the night, we found it.
तो आप ही तो देखो ना, जैसे हम आग लगा रहे हैं, खुद भी फेस ढका हुआ है, बांध रखा है मुंह पे. अगर इसको प्रदूषण तो पहले गांव में ही जाएंगे ना, हमारे बच्चे हैं, बीवी हैं, सब उधर हैं. तो हमसे जो ज्यादा मजबूरी तो है, तो कमजोरी सब कुछ बन गया हमारा इसको आग लगाना. अगर सरकार इसका सोल्यूशन दे तो हम क्यों लगाएं इसको आग? सोल्यूशन तो देना चाहिए ना इसको, बातों में से कुछ नहीं होता.
मैं इस बात से एग्री हूं, किसान कोई अपनी फसल नहीं चलाना चाहता, मजबूरी है. मैंने आपको कहा यहाँ बेलर उपलब्ध करा दें, उठान करवा दें, सही समय पर तो नहीं होता ना. मेरे बच्चे, मेरी भैंस कहाँ जाएंगी 1 महीने बाद? अगर इसी खेत की बारी 1 महीने बाद आती है तो फिर मेरे बच्चे, मेरा खेत, मेरे परिवार कहाँ जाएगा?
देखो जी, इसका तो डर भी है. अगर डर ना हो एफआईआर का, एफआईआर में भी और बातें जोड़ रखी हैं. अभी 2 सीजन इनकी फसल नहीं बिकने दी जाएगी. मगर एक तो मजबूरी है, एक को ऊपर से दबाने वाला काम है भी किसान को किसी ना किसी तरह इसको दबा दिया जाए.
Standing in the middle of the burning farm, we realized there is a shift. Earlier, the entire farm used to be on fire, but now farmers burn it in patches.
किसान का दर्द भी होना चाहिए ना. ये सरकार थोड़ा भी सरकार बन गई और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ऑर्डर कर दिया, दूसरे ने कर दिया, कौन कराता सरकार ही है ना. सरकार पहले व्यवस्था करे. अगर सरकार व्यवस्था करी होती तो इसको उठान हो जाता. मेरे तो आग लगाने की जरूरत क्या थी?
फसल का रेट है जी 2320 रुपए और मंडियों में हमारी फसल बिकती है 2200 के करीब तक. उसमें भी नुकसान. हमारे को आमदनी तो है नहीं. आमदनी होगी तो अच्छी तरह साधन भी ले लेंगे, जहाँ तो खरीद अच्छी करे हमारी. और बेलर लेने के लिए 10 से 15 लाख रुपए लगता है. तो 5 एकड़ वाला जमींदार कहाँ से 15 लाख रुपए लगा देगा? आमदनी तो है नहीं.
देखो, किसान किसी जीव जंतु के किसी के विरोध नहीं है, लेकिन सरकार हमको बताए जो पेस्टिसाइड हैं, जो जहरीले पदार्थ हैं, कंपनियों के द्वारा आते हैं, यहाँ बिकते हैं, उन्हें हम छिड़काव करते हैं. मैंने इतनी की जरूरत थी, इतनी जलान लग रहे हैं, उस पर भी एफआईआर दर्ज. और मेरा ये तो देखो ना, मेरे खाते में पैसे आए कि नहीं, मेरी जीरी बिकी कि नहीं.
Now this stubble is at the center point of politics, where Punjab, Haryana and Delhi are accusing each other for the pollution in the national capital. And behind me in the visuals, you can see how this burning stubble is emitting tons of carbon, tons of pollution into the environment. And you can see what it is depicting. My eyes are wet and even it's very hard for me to breathe here.
Farmers claim they are desperate because the solutions are not economically viable to them. The Haryana Agriculture Department claims they are providing machinery like balers, happy seeders and super seeders for both in situ and ex situ stubble management.
Let's raise the big questions. Will farm fires continue to choke North India yet again? Why is stubble burning so tough to stop? How can the government step in to curb farm fires? I'm joined by 2 experts. Dr. Rajdeep Singh is Assistant Director General Agronomy and Climate Change at the ICAR Agricultural Technology Application Research Institute. Anumita Roy Chaudhary is Executive Director, Center for Science and Environment. Rajbir, first to you. You've also done work on the ground in Punjab. This time we are told Punjab, there has been some control over the farm fires. In Haryana, absolutely no control. Either way, farm fires continue in both Punjab and Haryana. Punjab AAP ruled, Haryana BJP ruled. Why is it so difficult to stop?
Rajdeep, this is a very complex issue. We have very less time. So central government has done a great job by giving an exclusive and excellent scheme on the crop residue management for 3 states, particularly Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. And they are providing these machines on subsidized rate, even as high as 80% subsidy for the custom hiring center and 50% to the individual farmers. The purpose is that to involve the rural youth as a entrepreneurship and making the use of this parali for making or earning. Till now, in last 5 years, fund to the tune of around more than 3,700 crore has been disbursed for purchase of these machines to the farmers. And for your information, now it is around 2.73 lakh machines available in Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. And if I dissect it, then around 1.3 lakh machines are available in Punjab, 89,000 machines are available in Haryana, and more than 68,000 machines are available in the Uttar Pradesh.
So are you saying it is better? Are you saying it is better now than it was in the past? There is more access to machines?
Consistent reduction in the fire incidents, but the volume is too high, area is very high. Okay. And for your kind information, I tell you in last 1-2 years, the area under ice has also increased. Now, giving a figure...
You made a point. Let me bring Anumita Roy Chaudhary to get another view. Anumita Roy Chaudhary, you heard Dr. Rajbir Singh saying, and the figures do support the fact that the number in volume have reduced. The number of farm fires have reduced. However, as we see with the pollution figures in Delhi in particular, Delhi continues to have very poor air quality. Is it that we can never reach a stage where there will be no stubble burning? That zero stubble burning is simply not possible.
So, very well put, Rajdeep. And what I would really like to say here, that even though there has been some progress in reducing the overall numbers and over the years, but now the time has come when after 4 to 5 years of experience, we really need to do and understand ground realities and the realities around implementing the solutions that are part of the plan that we have just heard about. Clearly, what is very evident now, that there is a mismatch between the demand for machines and timely allocation during peak demand. And therefore, and at this moment, we have not really carried out a proper village-wise gap analysis to prioritize timely allocation of machines. And also, it is just not about the total number of machines available. There could be 1.5 lakh machines in Punjab, but a part of this is privately owned and some part which is in the common pool. But the logistic of making the machine available to the small farmers on time is not really working out. And also,
so you're saying there are machines on the ground, correct me, you're saying there are enough machines on the ground. It is ensuring that they are used properly and they are targeted better.
Absolutely. And more important, that some machines we are told are also so inefficient and not even operational. So therefore, we really have to understand about that. And the cost of operation, looking at it from the perspective of small and marginal farmers, the cost of operating those machines, the fuel cost, etc., we have to understand those realities of the farmers. And another very important point which is not working, because we also talk about ex situ solution, which is a source of additional income for the farmers. It is very fascinating today, Rajdeep, that if you look at the new developments in NCR, there is industrial demand for crop residue as a biomass for fuel and energy production has actually increased. And cost of biomass pellet that we use in industry is higher than even coal. But despite so much of value being generated around the biomass, the farmers, when they are selling the stubble, they are getting pittance or they are giving it away for free. Simply for the reason that we have not invested enough to create the right infrastructure for collections, safe storage, transport that is needed to link the farm with the market to take that stubble to the industry. And therefore the biomass, now who is going to invest in that infrastructure?
Right.
Are the private biomass aggregators or the government? And that's something we really have to work out very quickly. The learning curve is with us, but it is time for the course correction.
The reason I've raised this is because remember the Supreme Court yesterday seemed to suggest that all these efforts are a eyewash. Dr. Rajdeep Singh, do you think that the Supreme Court was excessively harsh, that on the ground change is taking place? Is that what you're saying?
Rajdeep, I think Anumita has given a very good, points which are practical also, and I feel that availability of machine, because the small and marginal farmer, they can't purchase the machine, and the availability to them at the real time availability is the main issue. I do agree with it. Theoretically, if we talk about the availability of machine, Rajdeep, 32 lakh hectare area, for instance, I take the example of Punjab. We have 35 days of harvesting. We have around 1.3 lakh machines in Punjab. Theoretically, it can possible because each machine can work around 25 hectare in a span of 35 days. But when we talk about the practical part of it, yes, we have a lot of problem with us. But let me cite one example here which has clicked this year. In fact, take the example of Amritsar district. I would intensely put this example because he has got a very good successful story this time. You know, Guru Nagari Amritsar, the first fire happens on 15th or 16th or mid of the September. The short duration variety Pusa 1509 is harvested at that time. The availability of machine at that time is very crucial for that. This time, Administration and Agriculture Department, including the extension wing of the department, and even good role played by the KVKs, they made available to the machines to the and even brought the machines from side by areas, adjoining areas, so that at
So
the
you're
peak of
saying
harvesting this model has given a good scope of what Anumita also told.
So I'm going to stop you all both there. As I said, I had limited time. We'll expand it. This is not going to end. Next week, we'll probably do a wider debate on this because remember, next week is Diwali. There'll be additional issues at that time as well. I'm glad to know from my two experts that it's not as dire as is being made out, that there is some hope, and therefore, hopefully, we will see pollution levels being brought under control sooner rather than later. It's a huge challenge which cannot be minimized, but I appreciate my two guests joining me here on the show tonight. Let's end, therefore, with a good news today's story. A story on a pilgrimage of peace. Filmmaker Baldev Singh began a yatra from Pakistan, is traveling to gurudwaras across the world, has returned to Patna after clocking 6,000 kilometers and is on his way to Kuala Lumpur. What is the message behind this arduous journey? It's a message of peace and harmony, something that all of us in the world need more of. I want to leave you with that story. Thanks for watching. Stay well, stay safe. Good night, Shubhratri. Jai Hind, Namaskar.
Baldev Singh is on a pilgrimage to spread the message of peace. The filmmaker, settled in Malaysia, started from Nankah Sahib in Pakistan on October 18th with a Jyoti Deep. He reached Takht Shri Patna Sahib on Thursday.
ये मकसद ये सब कुछ लेकर गुरु नानक देव जी का जैसे हम लोग खुद का जन्मदिन मनाते हैं, हैप्पी बर्थडे बोलते हैं ना, तो हम लोग इस एक खुशी में दुनिया को बताना चाहते हैं कि दूसरे धर्मों वाले वो सब एक इकट्ठा हो जाए, एक हो जाए.
Baldev and other pilgrims with him are travelling by road. From Patna, they will go visit Gurudwaras in Myanmar and Thailand. The yatra, covering 6,000 kilometers, will end in Malaysia. Baldev has only one message for all.
हर एक अंधेरे के बाद एक रोशनी आती है, यही उम्मीद पर चले हैं ये छोटी सी जोत से.
With Rajesh Jha, Bureau Report, India Today.
जा रंगीला रे with Motorola's incredible range of smartphones.
Hello, Moto. Colors by Cola makes you wish everything was as vibrant.
हो जा रंगीला रे with Motorola's incredible range of smartphones.
Hello, Moto.
Pure Wash Electronic Seat by Cola. Wish everything was this intelligent.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra comes with Google Gemini.
Hi, I am AI anchor Sana, bringing the top headlines for you, presented by Motorola. Grenade blast inside court complex in Jammu Kashmir's Baramulla, police official injured. Supreme Court issues notice to Ajit Pawar faction over NCP symbol dispute. Hearing will be held on 6th November. Aditya Thackeray files nomination from Worli, holds roadshow. Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 35 and minimum 21 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 31 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 26 and minimum 23 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 22 and minimum 20 degrees. Chennai, maximum 31 and minimum 26 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 29 and minimum 21 degrees.
बाबा, बहुत दिन से मेरे मन में एक फांस है। कुंडली देखकर बताइए, क्या फिर से सीएम बनने का चांस है?
सवाल तो बच्चा तुम्हारा बड़ा जटिल है, लेकिन अगर कोई मुश्किल है तो कोई ना कोई हल है। कुंडली में बन रहा है पवार योग, पड़ रही है शिंदे नक्षत्र की छाया, लेकिन मुख्यमंत्री तो वही बनेगा जो मराठी मानुस के मन को भाया।
तीर कमान तो ले गए शिंदे एकनाथ, बाबा कहिए फिर कैसे बनेगी मेरी बात?
हार जीत तो जगत में है चुनाव की रीत, खुश करके जनता को जो जीत सके तो जीत। जाओ अपने क्षेत्र में दो चुनाव पर ध्यान, लाओ निकालो अब मेरी दक्षिणा प्रिय यजमान।
given Canada government job. Man wanted by India on Canada's payroll. Wanted Sidhu works for border agency. Trudeau's tax-funded terrorist. India gives proof. Will Trudeau act? Trudeau's hypocrisy exposed.
Canada, a country that has accused India, as you well know, of killing a designated terrorist with a foreign death squad, has just been forced to make the most shocking admission, viewer. And I hope both the Canadian and Indian public are listening very carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Canadian government has been forced, viewer, to confirm that a man designated as a terrorist by India, a man accused in the murder of a Shaurya Chakra awardee, a man reported to be a member of a group that is banned even by Canada, and is a Canadian government employee. That's the man you see on your screen here. That's right. A terrorist named Sandeep Singh Sidhu, who India has officially made an extradition request for, is a Canadian government employee. In other words, the salary of a man designated as a terrorist and wanted by the world's largest democracy is a Canadian government employee whose salary is paid by the Canadian public. The Canada Border Services Agency, or CBSA, a government entity entrusted with the very sensitive task of border security, has confirmed to an Indian news portal that Sandeep Singh Sidhu is one of its employees. I hardly need to spell out the alarming implications of this admission, but I shall do so because it has become clear now that the Trudeau government is keener to accuse journalists like me for foreign interference rather than even acknowledge how bad this looks for Canada internationally. That Prime Minister Trudeau's accusations have led to strained relations between the two countries is an understatement. Both countries have stripped each other, as you well know, of their high commissioners, and this ill-tempered exchange between India and Canada has led to many Canadian skeletons tumbling one after the other out of an old cupboard of dirty Canadian secrets. But the Sandeep Singh Sidhu admission by the Canadian government takes things to a dangerous new level. This confession by the Canadian government made to the Prince reporter Bismi Tuskin adds an alarming dimension to India's allegations against Canada. This angle confirms that Canada is not only a safe haven for India-designated terrorists, but that Canada actively employs them into state-funded positions of a sensitive nature that actually require extra background checks and scrutiny. Did you know that the CBSA, the Border Security Agency of Border Services Agency of Canada, that employs this terrorist Sandeep Singh Sidhu, do you know what it does? It's the Canadian state agency responsible for border security, immigration enforcement, and facilitating legitimate trade and travel. Just think about that for a moment, viewer. And I know the Canadian public is watching this as well very closely. A man wanted by the world's largest democracy, that is India, designated as a terrorist by India's National Investigation Agency, and likely a member of a youth extremist group banned even in Canada, is in a position to influence Canada's border security, immigration, trade, and travel. How has a person with ties to terror activities been able to secure a government job in Canada, especially in a sensitive area like border services, where the recruitment process involves some of the deepest screening of any Canadian government body? The only possible explanation is that Sandeep Singh Sidhu has been deliberately handpicked, deliberately chosen by the Canadian government to fill a sensitive post, specifically so that his criminal skills can be harnessed and deployed for other reasons,
perhaps to facilitate the passage of criminals and separatists from Punjab to Canada. For all of Trudeau's grandstanding about terror, the Sandeep Singh Sidhu issue is a landmine that the Trudeau government cannot sidestep and has had no choice but to admit to when asked. The employment of Sidhu at the CBSA is a hilarious contradiction to Canada's stated position on counterterrorism. It also completely undermines, if not exposes, Canada's criticism of India for allegedly targeting individuals on foreign soil, as it implies a willingness to overlook and accommodate those accused of terrorism by India, even in public government positions. At the very least, Canada's admission that it employs Sandeep Singh Sidhu in a government job proves India's point, doesn't it, View? I'm sure you agree with me. And it gives the Indian government enormous leverage to argue that Canada's leniency towards individuals with extremist or terrorist links poses a threat to India's national security. Whether it is Canadian National Police documents suggesting the Canadian government's direct role in the Air India Kanishka bombing in 1985, or the public funding of a designated terrorist in government jobs, Canada has reached a reputational point of no return. How was Sandeep Singh Sidhu, a man designated as a terrorist by India, how did he become a government employee in Canada? Wouldn't the alarm bells have rung when the Canadian government was conducting a background check on him? This man is wanted by the world's largest democracy, so how can Canada justify it? He cleared an officer trainee entrance exam, tells you a lot about Canada's quality control. Number two, he interviewed and was assessed psychologically fit. His credit was checked. Law enforcement and security database